All right, here's a quick overview just in case it was too fast in class the other day. So the first thing you want to do is do a save as before you do all this editing, right? And call it edit for multi-trax. And that's going to go either in your main parent folder of the song or in your bounces folder. Either one is fine. We're going to save that. And now you can see that reflected in the actual title. So when you control click and go into the folder, you should see a different version. Okay, cool. So you've already gone through and you've comped all the takes, you've flattened, you've comped all of these, you've flattened those, you've checked all your crossfades, you have removed all the noises and pops and clicks. Like here, looks like there's a little noise. I would highlight that and listen to it. Right here, there's something going on. See, there's some mic noise right there. So I'm going to get rid of all those little noises in the whole track. And let's just say I did all that. And here too, here's the lead vocal. This one's really, really important to get rid of all the noises, especially in long areas where there's no performance happening. We want to make sure there's no like room noise or anything in there. And I'll literally go through and slice out stuff. I'll listen to it quietly. So, see, there's a little bit of room noise in the background. So I'll super zone in on all those little details right there. I'm just showing you the concept right now. What else? Okay, yeah, even like the lead guitar probably has some noise in it. Now that little thing died. I probably want that to stop there, so I'll Command T that, pull this over here, and then fade this so it kind of fades out. At the right time. See, so I'm paying a lot of detail or attention to detail on all of these little pieces here. This one's already been comped. It's just a whole take. So I can just flatten that guy. Okay, so everything's flattened. Now remember, if I was to export all of this, watch what happens. If I control click, or if I just click and drag, look at that. There's even some extra little chunks at the very, very end that we don't need. We're going to get rid of those. Whoa, didn't want to do that. Let's zoom in on those. Let's get rid of these guys carefully without deleting anything else. Okay, so if I was to select all that and try to export, that's 72 regions as audio files. They're all going to be individual regions as audio files, and nothing will line up or work. So you have to, there, we don't want any little extra pieces. Make sure you're in the command marquee, or if that's not how you want to do it, you could just go to marquee here, and you click outside of the region, and you drag, and you can leave some extra space on either side, and you press J. And that's going to join all the tracks into the starting of the timeline. So everything will start at the same point, and they're all consolidated regions. This is crucial for exporting multi-tracks and building new mix projects like we talked about. And also just to have an archive. Even if you're just going to mix it right in here, like this is just one song in one project, I could mix it here. I can now name these tracks if I need to rename them, color code them, put markers in, and mix right in this project. But I've got the archive of the multi-tracks backed up. Okay, so now instead of guitar number 03 merged, I'm going to go to name and color, control click, name and color, rename regions by tracks. Everything's much cleaner. Press T twice, get back to the pointer. Okay, now I've got all of these. If I export these and build a new project, they're all going to start at the top of the timeline. And if you control click, export 7 regions as audio files. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks. That's what you want. You want to go export these 7 regions, put these in your multi-trax folder. Wave 24-bit, turn this off. What else? If you have effects plugins, you probably don't want them. So bypass, because I think I do have some plugins on this project. Yep. So bypass that. And that should be about it. You export, and it's going to go through and export all these tracks, or all these regions as tracks. And then you have your multi-tracks backed up, and you've finished archiving them. So especially if you're recording like a bunch of songs in one project, you need to do this for each song so that you can then build mix projects for each song, or even to prepare for overdub sessions so you don't have overdubs going into your big parent project with all of your takes and all of the songs that you recorded. And then once you finish exporting it, I suggest you check your multi-tracks. There they are. Let me show you what I mean. So if I was to save, close project, make a new project, I'm gonna go back to that folder, take all of these multi-tracks and drag them in, create new tracks. They all line up and the song actually works so that there's nothing out of place. That's what you want right there. Okay, now I would save this as, what's this song called? Goodness gracious. Too many songs. I can't remember what song I was just doing. Let's see. Feel This Way. Whoa. Feel This Way mix. Okay. I'm not going to do that because I don't need to do that, but there you go. Hopefully that helps.